Hi friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner, and I am here with my next challenge. Hey, stop. Jeez Louise, these dogs. Anyway, so this is one that I wasn't planning on doing. I was watching shorts and reels, and I came across it, and it was interesting to me. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll give that one a try. So there is this crochet pattern called the 6-Day Star Blanket. And basically it's the idea that if you do so many rounds or repeats of the pattern every day, you will have a blanket in 6 days. I have watched a lot of shorts and reels and videos, YouTube videos about this blanket. Most people say it took them about 24 hours and that most days took 4+ hours to do. So here's my plan. I had this blanket started as a gift for my husband. But then I stopped working on it and I don't remember what pattern I was doing for it. But I still want this to be a gift for my husband. So I am going to frog all of this and start the I think one of the dogs just burped, and start the 6-day Afghan. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because the weather forecast is in the 80s this week, which is, this summer has been crazy cool. And so I wanted to do it when I have a big block of time available. I am hoping to make this still be a surprise for my husband so that I don't want him to see me working on that. So with that in mind, I might not work on it on the weekend and save day 6 till next Monday, but we'll see. We'll see if I can't sneak in some time to work on this when he's not paying attention to what I'm doing. Because I want to give him a completed project for a change. So I would like to complete the first day's worth today, before he comes home from work, which means I really need to get started on this. So the first task will be to frog it. This is a Karen cake anniversary cake, and I did see a few people when I was looking at the project page on Ravelry had done it using a anniversary cake. So it can be done, and it looked really awesome. When I attempted to take the anniversary cake out of this bag, it was starting to fall apart. So I'm just going to leave it in there. And I think looking at this gives you guys enough of an idea of what the colorway will look like. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I do like whatever I was doing here. I'm just not sure what it is. And that's okay. That is okay, because this is going to be a fun project for us and another challenge to attempt to complete. So with that said, I will come bring more updates throughout the day until we reach the stopping point. So I hope you enjoy this challenge, and we'll see. Can I do it? Oh, I also want to run a timer while doing it. So after I frog it, because the frogging shouldn't be included in the time, I will start a timer and we will see how long it takes. So chat with you all later. Bye. Okay, friends, here we go. I am done with the setup rounds. There's 9 rounds that made the setup of the blanket. And this took 1 hour and 29 minutes. It took that long because I had to keep referencing back some things. For example, she has crochet 3 together, double crochet 3 together, which is not the same thing as what the instructions are in her pattern. She's wanting a 3 double crochet cluster. 3 double crochet together is generally when you crochet 3 double crochets into one, like a decrease stitch, I believe. I could be wrong. I am not a crocheting expert, but I believe that's what past patterns that I've done, particularly ripple afghans, have meant. So I kept going back and being like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. But anyways, this was a lot of fun to start out with. It's been a while since I've done a center start afghan. So the other thing that I'm unsure about was because I've seen it mentioned different ways on other people's videos, whether day 1 is meant to be the startup and then 1 set of repeats, or if it's meant to be just the startup rounds. Now, looking at some other people's blankets that have used the Karen anniversary cakes, it seems that ones who are only using 1 skein are only getting about 5 repeats of the sorry, I pulled up somebody else's. 5 repeats of the repeating pattern, which would mean that it should be startup and then 1 repeat every day. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I guess if it ends up taking me 7 days, that would be why. But I do know my bag is still full. And I've not even used everything that I frogged today. Not even close. Maybe not even half. But I do know that as center expanding blankets go, the rounds get bigger and bigger and use more and more yarn. So, excuse me, even though this is short, considering I only started it, I guess around 8 p.m., and I had to frog, and frogging took me longer than I expected, honestly. I think I'm good with having just done the setup rows. I am pretty tired, and my husband's not home yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to take a real quick little nap before he gets home, and then I need to make dinner. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And that I will continue to work this blanket tomorrow. So that's day 1 wrapped up. We are at 1 hour, 29 minutes. And we'll see how my plan is to continue the timer, but start a new lap when I do each day. So we'll see if I can do this. Okay, bye guys. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, and I am here to do my first set of rounds for my 6-star blanket. Yeah, that's what it's called. So, as a reminder, this is where we are starting at. I really love these colors. This is a Karen anniversary cake in the colorway Ocean Tide. It's not available anymore. If it was, I would have bought another one so that I could make the blanket bigger. because I am worried it's going to be too small for my husband, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is going to be a birthday present for my husband. His birthday is in November, but he is turning 70. And so I wanted to have like lots of presents since it's a big one. Maybe seven presents, one for each decade of life. So this is my first step there. So we are starting at 1 hour and 29 minutes. And I'm going to be watching the Tour de France while working on this because I am a few stages behind. I've been keeping a running total. So today was stage 16. Ooh, today was stage 16. So I'll watch that first. And then I am halfway done with stage 5. So after that, I'll move on to stage 5. But that's what I will be doing while working on this, and I will keep you guys updated on time and progress. I haven't looked ahead to even know what the stitches are that will be coming in this part, but so this one might take a little bit of time, but that's okay. It's all in the spirit. And I've discovered that there's actually a lot of 6-day blanket patterns out there, so this is something I might do in the future. Maybe Christmas presents for my family and things like that, where I can make some 6-day things. Anyway, I'll chat with you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey friends, I am done with my first repeat for the 6-day blanket. So over here, right here is where I started, and here is where it's at, and I'm loving how this is looking. It's so fun. Here's where it's at on me. Should about covers my torso at this point. So I don't know how big it's gonna get. Hopefully big enough for my husband's lap. Okay, so today over here you can see lap 2 took 1 hour and 56 minutes, which I think is actually pretty good considering I had to frog multiple times because I wasn't paying enough attention. So I'm really happy with that. In total, 3 hours, 25 minutes, 43 seconds. So I think that's making a really good time so far. I am still using the frogged bits from the last blanket that this was attempting to be. So looks like there's enough in there of the frog bits for possibly even another day before I get into fresh, unused before yarn. So I will keep you guys updated on this journey, but I am going to put it away for now. And one last view, because it's just so fun. I mean, I think it's really cool looking. Right now I am working with an 8mm hook. At some point I might have to go up a hook size, but I don't think it's curling enough to do that yet. Because I'll be going up a full hook size from an 8 to a 9. I don't have an 8.5mm, so yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to go do other things for the day, and I will come back tomorrow where we will do another day of this, day 3 of this 6-day blanket. Bye. Hey friends. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Sorry, that little thing. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? I don't know why that went in my head for 5 o'clock, but anyways, it did. So it's 5 o'clock, and I've really got to get a move on today's part of this blanket. The reason is my husband said he's going to leave work at a reasonable time because he needs to go to the hardware store because the light bulb went out in our refrigerator, so he has to replace it. And I was like, you don't need to leave early for the 3rd day in a row. Because I just want some of my alone time before, you know, the overwhelmingness of children happens. Not my children, the school children. Um, and so we will see. But if he gets home at the same time he got home yesterday, that means I only have 3 hours left alone. And yesterday, the blanket took me 1 hour and 56 minutes. So I need it to take no more than 3 hours today. And the blanket's getting bigger, which means the stitch counts are getting higher, which means the amount of time is going to get larger too. I need that time to finish this day before he gets home because it's still a secret. He still doesn't know what I'm doing, which is making a blanket for him. So here is where, stop it! Here is where we are starting out on our 6-day blanket. It is 7 ridges though. It's a 7-pointed star. Anyways, so I will move this guy up here after I've done the first couple stitches because I don't like for it to get in my way. And I will start my timer and we will see how long it takes me to do day 3. Wait, is it day 3? Yes, it is day 3. Day 3 of the 6-day star blanket. Bye. Okay, friends, it's almost, well, it's like 8:10. I am at a total of 6 hours, 17 minutes, 53 seconds. And this most recent set of repeats took me 2 hours and 52 minutes. So that is almost an hour longer than the previous one. That doesn't particularly surprise me because, again, we talked about the increased number of stitches, but then also I got a little distracted and then my laptop shut down because I accidentally unplugged it. And my laptop doesn't hold a charge at the moment. I need to replace the battery. But so if it gets unplugged, it just immediately dies. So then I had to restart it, and that took a little bit of time. But anyways, so, well, and the other thing I was doing was I was looking to see if I could find anywhere online another skein of this yarn. And I did find one. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna need to buy it yet. Each skein on the place I found it is $40, but that's actually significantly cheaper than other places that it was already sold out, and it was like $75. So, I mean, keep in mind that these are massively large skeins. They're also only produced like once a year and they are very limited run. So, and each year it's a different set of colorways. So, anyway, I finished the repeat and wow, it's grown so big. So on my final round, I finished the last of the previously frogged yarn. So it is now all new yarn that is coming from the cake. I didn't order that one yet because I am still kind of hoping that this is gonna be big enough. I don't know for sure, but considering I'm doing a 6-day, it's only waiting a few more days before I know if I need to order again or not. But again, I'm still really loving how this is looking. I think the colorway is fantastic. I'm loving this pattern and how it's looking, and it's not hard at all. I'd read some people say that the pattern was complicated or confusing, and I haven't experienced that at all, which leaves me feeling like if I do another one of her 6-day patterns that I will be able to do it successfully. So, um, yeah. Oh, I am absolutely loving doing this project. There is still a lot of yarn left in this cake down in there, but you can see it was filled to the top and now it's not. So we will see. I may end up needing to order another one. I want it to be big enough for my husband. So we will see. Anyways, that's all for today. I think the fact that I'm feeling pretty good about the fact that I'm at 6 hours on that. I feel like that's a lot of work for 6 hours. And so I'm actually really pretty proud of myself. So yeah, that's all for today. I am going to have to go work on some other projects, which you'll see in another video. So bye. Hey friends, it's time for day 4 of the 6-day star blanket challenge. So we're halfway through the challenge days, but not the number of stitches. So here is our starting point. It is getting pretty big. I'm pretty happy. I am starting later than I had wanted to, because I've just been procrastinating today. So right now we are sitting at 6 hours, 17 minutes, 53 seconds, 0.22. The last set of rounds took me 2 hours and 52 minutes. That was almost a 1 hour gain. I am hoping to not take as long as an hour in addition. And I would really like to finish round 4 when our timer is still below 10 hours. So that means I need to get it done in about 3 hours and 40 minutes. So we're going to have to see if I can do that, because that is, oh, that is my hope. And I have done this pattern, this repeat 2 times now. So I don't have it memorized. I'm not saying that, but I do have an idea better about how it goes. But there are some pretty monotonous stretches. So we will just have to see if I can do it. Looking at it now, I don't think I need to go up a hook size. I've stayed the same hook size the whole time. There's a tiny bit of puckering in the center, but I'm just going to ignore the fact that that's there. So we're sticking with my 8mm hook. The other problem I have is as I crochet, it just rubs and rubs and rubs, and so then my hand gets sore. But we're hoping for a challenge win for a change. So we're gonna just keep pushing on. And I am watching the Tour de France while doing this. Today's stage, I might be able to catch up with an earlier stage that I've not watched yet. So I'll either do that or I'll put on an audiobook. We will see. Anyway, I'll chat with you guys later and let you know how it goes. Bye. Hey friends. Okay, I managed to do it, and to tell you the truth, I didn't think that I did. My screen was off, so I wasn't able to see, and the first 2 rows felt like they took like 2.5 hours or something. Like it, the first 2 rows, and there's only 3. There's only 6. So when I felt like the first 2 were at least an hour each, I was like, well, there's no way I'm gonna finish this. in the time frame I gave myself. But sure enough, there we are, 9 hours, 46 minutes, 31 seconds. And this round took 3 hours, 28 minutes, 36 seconds. So that means it only took just over half an hour longer than the previous one. But oh my gosh, my body hurts. My body hurts a lot. My neck, my arm. Yeah, I could use a massage right now. It hurts a lot. And I know it's from crocheting this beautiful but monstrous blanket. So I'm not even sure I can show you guys the whole thing, but here we are. Continuing up. And I don't even think standing up will help. Nope, not really. So, I don't think I'm gonna need to order another blanket, like, oh, sorry, another skein. Now, we're only 4 days in. I'm not sure I have enough yarn for actually 6 days. Get down, Rose. Which would mean that I would finish this perhaps in 5 or 5.5. We'll have to see, but like, I am loving how this is looking. And honestly, it is like a blanket as I am crocheting it. Like it's draped over me and everything. I cannot believe I love this so much. It's turning out even better than I had hoped. So even if my husband doesn't love it, I'll use it if he doesn't. Here is where my stitch marker is in terms of growth. I measured it yesterday and it's about 4.5 to 5 inches. So if you consider that there's another side, that's about 10 inches each repeat in terms of growth, which is pretty great. I mean, this already spreads out about just under the length of my desk, and that is 45, 46 inches. So yeah, honestly, I had put 2 more balls in the cart, and I might not even need any of them. So yay for saving money and using stash and not buying more. And I'm trying to figure out how to even fold this, you guys. 7 points is kind of weird for a star, but I am running low-ish on yarn. Can you believe that the yarn was like spilling out just a couple days ago, and now it's getting pretty low? I mean, that's what's in here. I mean, it's all the way in there. So I think it should make at least a full repeat, but we'll see how much is left at the end of tomorrow. I think that this pattern is one that you don't have to do a full repeat. So I will just go until the round that the last full round I'm able to do. So come on, go back in. Oh, so crazy. I really, if you're a crocheter, I really recommend this blanket. It's so nice. And like, it's an achievable amount to do. I mean, it's getting rough, But I think that might be like the back-to-back day-to-day marathons without letting myself rest. And like, I mean, I won't finish it in less than 12 hours because I only have 2 hours and 15 minutes before I hit 12 hours. But like, it's going to be less than 24 hours to make a full lap blanket. That's crazy. I'm really, my mind is like blown away. And I will definitely be making this pattern again. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling now and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is time to start day 5 of this blanket situation. As a reminder, we are at 9 hours, 46 minutes, and 31 seconds. The blanket is quite large at this point. Like, I still cannot believe that this is 4 days work, less than 10 hours. I'm seriously so blown away by that fact. Anyway, yesterday took 3 hours and 28 minutes. I am expecting today to take significantly longer than that. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes about 5 hours. Just because the amount of stitches is so much more. So, I am going to put on a Tour de France stage and start cranking away on this thing. I will keep you guys updated on the time. And we'll see. We'll see. I would really love to have this part done before hour 15. So we'll see if we can make that happen. It is almost 7 o'clock, and so finishing this part before my husband gets home from work will require some speedy crocheting. I did hurt my back quite a bit yesterday doing this, so I may have to take a break and wait for him to go to bed and then sneaky crochet again. We will see. But we will persevere. I am determined to do this challenge properly. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey friends, it is 11:59 p.m. I have stopped the clock here. 14 hours, 42 minutes, 45 seconds, which means I made the goal of being under 15 hours. And this set, the last set of rounds took 4 hours, 56 minutes, and 13 seconds. Now, there was some frogging involved there. So, and also a bathroom break that I didn't stop, and a snack break that I didn't stop the timer for. But, I mean, all that adds up to about half an hour. So it still took like 4.5 hours. So it still was like at least an hour more than the last round. Now, anyways, my 6-day star blanket completed in 5 days. I've run out of yarn, you guys. But that was part of the frogging, was I was 12 stitches away when I ran out of yarn. So I pulled back. I pulled out a super smaller hook, which means that this side's always gonna curl because I went down to a 5.5 millimeter. I was crocheting with an 8. Okay, so that is significantly smaller. The other sides aren't really curling, but this one is, because I needed to go back quite a bit to just try to get those stitches, and I did. It was so tight that I had to weave in the end with my crochet hook, and then I used a snag nabbit to try to kind of felt the end, because I only have it running under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, which is not great for crochet. No, but I was determined. I did not want to rip out the whole final round. So I did get the full repeat. Anyways, let me see. I have to stand up. But look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did it. I made this in 5 days. Honestly, I'm blown away. I am blown away. And you know what? I think it's just about the perfect size for a lap blanket. Like, put it on like this. It goes because it's a 7-star, this is the perfect size to kind of go over my shoulders like that. And then the tip at the bottom is on my feet. So it is like the perfect size for being comfy. Maybe not for my husband, which means maybe I need to keep it. Just kidding. But am I? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I love it so much. And the fact that the weather cooperated this whole time so that I was able to do this. Sorry, let me bring my chair back. Come on, chair. So that I was able to do this during summer. Guys, summer in California has never been this cooperative to be able to do a blanket. Like, I'm my mind is blown. Like, seriously, I cannot believe I did this in less than 15 hours. In less than 15 hours, I made this. And I stuck to a challenge. Like, oh, if I had had to do another day's repeat, you guys. Oh, my body is in pain. I've really messed my shoulder up in this area. But I was so determined. I was so determined because I was afraid that if I failed this challenge, which you guys know I fail challenges all the time, but that this would have become another one of the whips that I never finish. I'm just so happy. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you guys. Oh my gosh. I did it. And not only did I do it, I kept up with my Tour de France stitches the whole time, which is part of another video, whatever. I managed to do crocheting and cross stitching, and my husband hasn't seen this, so I've kept a secret present. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so here's my recommendations to anyone who might want to do a 6-day star blanket by Betty McKnits. Use chunky yarn. That is my number one recommendation. If you use chunky yarn, yes, it's heavy, kind of forces you to work your arm a little bit more, but this is only 5, no, is it even 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 4 repeats of the pattern. So it's the setup rounds and then 4 repeats. And I've got a blanket that is seriously big enough to be a comfortable lap blanket. I mean, guys, this is not a small amount of yarn. Like, look at it all folded up. This is a proper lap blanket. Second of all, if you do happen to have a Karen anniversary cake and you don't know what to do with it, I recommend this blanket. Like, whipped it out. Second thing, I saw some people on Ravelry using a 10mm hook. I used 8mm for the whole thing, except for that section I had to redo just to get the last of it. But so you could do the whole thing without going up a hook size. It won't be curling. If you have a tiny bit tighter tension than me, you won't have to go back and redo 1 point in a 5.5 millimeter hook just to make it work. But and then you too could have a blanket in less than a week. That is so nice. And this is a soft yarn, like it feels nice. No, you guys. So because I didn't really know what to do with that anniversary cake. I mean, I liked it. That's why I got it, because it was pretty. But I didn't really know what to do with it. And here we go. We have a blanket in 5 days, and I don't have to worry about secretly working on this over the weekend without my husband seeing. I've got one of his birthday presents probably faster than I will finish the scarf that I plan to make him as well. Because the pattern I'm considering is one that never ceases. I have restarted that pattern so many times. So many times. But one of these days I'm gonna work. One of these days it will work. But anyways, so yeah, this I am planning on doing her 2 other variations on this blanket. Not right now. I need a break. My arm needs a crochet break. Just because I feel like it's gonna fall off. But highly, highly recommend. And again, I honestly thought I would be into the 20-hour, like 24 hours, I thought is. And I did this in 15. I'm so proud of myself. I really can't stop looking at it, and I can't stop talking about it, which is why I've been rambling for almost 10 minutes now. But guys, oh, it's so perfect. Like the colors and everything. This, by the way, this is the Ocean Tides colorway. It's not available, unfortunately. So yeah, anyways, that's all I have to say. One challenge for this summer successfully completed. And I'm gonna try to squeeze in one more challenge. I've got a week and a half left till school starts. Not looking forward to that at all. But we'll see what I can manage to fit in before I'm forced to return to the children. I'm not ready for summer to be over. Honestly, I thought I would be ready to be back in the library, but I'm not ready. Oh well. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now, and I will chat with you all later. Thank you for following along on this journey, and for those who thought maybe this would be another challenge I fail, we did it. Bye, guys.